So this new moon in Taurus on Friday feels like the universe grabbing us by the shoulders and being like, babe, just slow down for a second. And honestly, thank God, because the energy lately has felt really loud, mentally loud, emotionally loud, future loud, maybe for some of you survival loud, and Taurus energy does not thrive in chaos. Taurus wants you back in your body, back in your life, back in connection with what actually matters to you. So let's talk about this moon, because I actually think it's a really important little reset for us. First of all, a new moon in astrology represents beginnings. It's the start of a new lunar cycle. Energetically, think of it like a planting season. Not harvesting, not proving, not performing, planting these seeds. The moon is dark during a new moon, which I actually love symbolically because it reminds us that not everything meaningful has to be like this big visible thing. Most life-changing things begin very quietly. A decision, a boundary, a mindset shift, a new standard, a moment where you finally say, I can't keep living like this. That is new moon energy. And then we're having the new moon in Taurus, which changes the flavor completely because Taurus is fixed earth energy. She's sensual, she's grounded, she's slow, she's stable, she's luxurious. She wants quality over chaos. So Taurus rules things like money, self-worth, the body, beauty, pleasure, food, comfort, routine, stability, and honesty, feeling safe enough to enjoy your life. And I think that's the deeper conversation this moon is bringing up, not just what do you want, but kind of what feels like, what actually feels good when I wake up every day. Because so many people are chasing lives that look impressive but don't actually feel good in their nervous system. And Taurus can't bake like that. Taurus is the sign that's like, okay, but are you eating properly? Are you sleeping? Do you even like the life you're building? Why are you rushing? Why does your body feel tense all the time? I'm laughing because this is so reminding me of my Taurus friends. She's very much like a hot bath, clean sheets, good food, stable money, plants in the window, nervous system repair, logging off your phone, and touching grass energy. And honestly, that's what we need right now, because this new moon is not asking you to sprint into a new identity overnight. It's asking you, what can you commit to consistently? What honestly deserves your devotion? Because Taurus understands something that our dopamine addicted brains forget all the time. Small, consistent actions literally change your life. Not intensity, not burnout, not spiraling at 2 a.m. and reinventing ourselves. Consistency. And here's the really important part, is that anything planted under this new moon begins during Scorpio season, the sister sign, the opposite side of the wheel. So Taurus rules what's stable, physical, tangible. Scorpio rules depth, transformation. So everything you're planting right now is going to come true then. And I swear this always happens. It's like the relationship you finally leave, the routine you finally commit to, the boundary you finally hold, the business idea that you finally start taking seriously, the way you finally start valuing yourself differently. 6 months later, you're going to look back and be like, oh, that was the beginning. That's this moon. Quietly life-changing. And honestly, I think one of the biggest themes coming up under this Taurus moon is self-worth. Not confidence, self-worth. Because confidence changes day to day. Self-worth is deeper. You know, self-worth is like, I fucking deserve peace. I'm finally going to give myself this consistency. I deserve things that feel safe, and to stop living in survival mode. And Taurus energy will absolutely expose where we've normalized stress, chaos, scarcity, emotional instability, just because it's familiar. Especially if you're someone who almost feels uncomfortable when life gets calm, this moon is for you, because healing is not always dramatic. Sometimes healing simply looks like cooking for yourself, eating breakfast, getting enough sleep, putting your phone down, you know, just going for a walk, those simple things, drinking water, finally creating stability stability instead of constantly chasing intensity. And I know that sounds small, but Taurus energy understands that your life is literally built through small daily choices. Tiny roots become entire forests. And something I really want people to remember during this new moon is that softness is not weakness. Rest is not laziness. Pleasure is not selfish, and slowing down is certainly not failure. You are allowed to create a life that feels nourishing instead of constantly proving yourself through exhaustion. And that is Taurus's medicine. So for this new moon, I wouldn't focus on writing 45 chaotic manifestations trying to control your future. I'd focus on embodiment and really asking yourself, what would the version of me who truly feels safe do differently? Like, how would she move through her mornings? How would she be treating her body? Maybe what would she stop tolerating, and what's she finally going to commit to? Because this new moon wants alignment through stable action, not fiery Aries action, stable, gentle, grounded action. No fake urgency. This is honestly a really beautiful moon for money intentions, creating those routines, beauty rituals, reconnecting with your body, business foundations, healing your nervous system, simplifying your life, and really just choosing quality over the chaos. Because life's not built in one giant moment. It really is about the little things. I've been realizing that a lot lately. If you've been craving a little more guidance, structure, or just something that you want to work through, I do have an integrative astrology calendar where you can kind of work through these new moons, full moons, retrogrades, all those fun things on your own. Or I have some clarity readings where you can ask a simple little question or two, and we dive into addressing it through cards and astrology. Or you want to go the full route, I do have soul stamp readings available. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by astrology, just know that it is like a energetic forecast. And if you want to wake up and look at your weather app, then looking at the energy of the day or the season or whatever is probably a good idea too. And I am someone who can help you through that.